You'd have to be supernaturally perceptive to pick up on these tidbits. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 small details in Supernatural you missed.
And I walk these streets, a little six-string on my back.
Are you a fan of Supernatural? Click here to sign in with your Google or Facebook account and take the new trivia quiz on WatchMojo.com. It's pretty hard, but get it right and you could win a collectible box from Culturefly, loaded with exclusive Supernatural toys, accessories, and apparel. Click here or follow the link in the description. For this list, we'll be going over some of the most interesting details that you likely missed while watching the hugely successful series Supernatural. Number 10. A familiar locale.
What Gunnarsson tell you about the asylum?
A lot.
It can be tough to find good locations for a TV show, particularly if you don't have the budget. So sometimes great places get reused, often multiple times. Such is the case with Riverview Hospital, located near Vancouver, Canada, where Supernatural is filmed.
Looks like the doors are usually chained. Could have been chained up for years.
Yeah, to keep people out. Or to keep something in.
Since its first appearance as a mental institution, which it is or was in real life, Riverview has played a prison, apartments, and other hospitals. The hospital can be distinguished from other locations via its easily recognizable red bricks and long rectangular windows. Number 9. Weekly World News. In several episodes of Supernatural, Sam and Dean either read or claim to work for the Weekly World News, an all-too-real mock tabloid newspaper that has since gone out of print.
What newspaper do you say you work for?
World Weekly News.
Weekly World News.
World.
Weekly World.
I'm new.
Famous for its sensational, outlandish covers and articles that often featured paranormal subject matter, the paper not only appeared on Supernatural, but during its publication, also ran a feature on the show in 2007. The interview in question is actually with the character Sam and Dean, making for a perfect fourth-wall-breaking media experience.
Just because he reads the Weekly World News doesn't mean he's our guy. I mean, you read it too.
I'm telling you, it's him.
Number 8. Dean's Amulet.
I did come for something. An amulet.
For much of the show's run, Dean is in possession of an unusual amulet of a strange horned person's face. Within the show, the amulet acts as a symbol of Dean's relationship with his brother, having received it from Sam as a gift.
Thank you, Sam. I love it.
Clearly more than symbolic, however, it glows whenever in the presence of God. The origins and purpose of the amulet remain unclear, however. People are still trying to figure out its real-world cultural origins.
All right, I guess.
The horned figure it depicts has been speculated to be derived from Egyptian, Mesopotamian, and several other ancient cultures, but none have been confirmed.
Don't lose it. Oh, great, now I feel naked.
Number 7. Recast actors.
His wife dies in childbirth. Daughter hangs herself in the attic. 20 years later, I'd be bitter too.
Just like locations, actors have also been reused on this long-running show, both because of how many years the show has been on, and because of availability.
He tried to kill them both. Jack got away, but Doreen...
He killed her.
with a meat cleaver.
Although some actors have played multiple characters due to illusions, shape-shifting, or possession, all common occurrences on Supernatural, there have also been some guest stars and extras that attained greater or additional roles over the years, sometimes multiple times.
I know what Tessa was planning. It's horrible, but there's only one person who can punish her.
For example, before landing her role as recurring angel Hannah, actress Erica Carroll played several roles 8 years earlier in Season 1.
Sir, I'm so sorry to ask. There doesn't seem to be any insurance on file.
Number 6. Meta-injuries.
What's there to think about?
Just don't know if going to the roadhouse is the smartest idea.
Dean, it's another premonition.
The Winchesters received plenty of punishment throughout the many seasons of Supernatural, but the actors behind them, particularly Jared Padalecki, who plays Sam, have received several so notable that they were written into the show. Early in the second season, Sam claims to have broken his hand while fighting a zombie.
I think she broke my hand.
It's just too fragile. We'll get it looked at later.
This is because Padalecki broke his wrist while filming the previous episode, leading to his wearing a cast for several episodes. His bad luck with arm injuries continued years later before season 10, when Padalecki had surgery on his shoulder, causing Sam to get injured while fighting a demon.
You need to be worrying about yourself. I really shouldn't have bothered you.
Number 5. H.H. Holmes and Jack the Ripper.
Herman Webster Mudgett?
Yeah.
Wasn't that H.H. Holmes' real name?
Dr. H.H. Holmes is one of the United States' first documented serial killers, and in Supernatural, he continues his killing spree after death as a spirit. The episode where he appears contains several references to his real life, such as his using a grotesque murder castle and Holmes being sealed in concrete after death.
We just find the bones, salt them, and burn them, right?
Well, it's not that easy. His body is buried in town, but it's encased in a couple tons of concrete.
While researching the case, the Winchesters come across photos of Holmes' victims, but one of them is actually a victim of Jack the Ripper.
He'd lock his victims in, keep them alive for days. Some he'd suffocate. Others, he'd let starve to death.
While this initially seems like a mistake on the part of the creators, it may be a reference to the fact that some believe both killers to be the same man. Number 4. Notably numbered hotel rooms. Like many other long-running shows, Supernatural has developed a habit of hiding Easter eggs.
Sending someone a candygram?
Given their mobile lifestyle, the Winchesters are on the road for much of their lives, and that means staying in a lot of hotel and motel rooms.
Just... please.
The folks behind the scenes actually use the numbers of these rooms to make references, such as the 100th and 200th episodes, both featuring the brothers staying in rooms 100 and 200 respectively. There are also more obscure references, such as a Christmas episode seeing Sam and Dean stay in the Thomas Kincaid suite, a reference to Jared Padalecki starring in the film Thomas Kincaid's Christmas Cottage.
So, is that right? Is it the serial killing chimney sweep?
Yup.
Number 3. All in the Family.
You know, saving people, hunting things. The family business.
Supernatural deals with family as a major recurring element and theme, both in the brotherly bond between the Winchesters, as well as the supporting characters. And that's something that carries through behind the scenes too.
No, I mean, we did a thorough check on the guy, not so much as a parking ticket came up.
While Jared Padalecki met his wife on the show, and his parents appear as extras, several other cast members' relatives, like Mark Shepard who plays Crowley, have had small uncredited appearances too. Jensen Ackles' extended family in particular has appeared heavily in cameo roles throughout the series, both on camera and even through small prop details, like a gas station being named after his nephew. Number 2. The wrong book covers.
Wow, that is some meta madness.
Supernatural is a highly metafictional show, a large part of that stemming from the book series written about their lives, also called Supernatural, by an apparent prophet and terrible writer Chuck Shirley.
We need to find every single copy of those books and burn them.
They're online now, so good luck with that.
These books are referenced every now and then throughout the series, particularly as reference material for fellow hunters, including the duo's friend Charlie Bradbury. In one episode, Charlie displays the book covers of the series on a tablet as reference for a case, and ruling out which creatures were not responsible.
I have eliminated the following things that go bump in the night.
Wait a second. When did you become such an expert?
Well, after you guys left, I dug into all things monstrous.
Of course, eagle-eyed viewers will notice that the names listed don't correspond to the pictures.
Supernatural by Carver Edlund.
Number 1. Wedding Photo.
Where the hell are we anyway?
The episode The French Mistake follows Sam and Dean as they're transported to the world of the viewers and find themselves on the set of Supernatural in the place of their actors, Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles.
Nice modest dig, Jay-Z.
As you might imagine, the whole episode is chock full of fourth wall breaking jokes and references, but one of the less noticeable ones can be found when Sam and Dean go to Padalecki's house.
Dude, you have a camel in your backyard.
It's an alpaca, dumbass.
Although the house itself is not his real one, the wedding photo on the mantle is, something that came as a surprise to the actor, who didn't know it would be used.
You are in Jared's house because you two are married. You married fake Ruby?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.